Today, let's talk about hearing loss and playing sports. Hello, if you're new to my channel, my name is Emily. I have a moderate to severe hearing loss in both ears. I wear resound hearing aids and boy, do I love them. I created this channel as a way to increase awareness for the deaf and hard of hearing. I am so glad you're here today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. When you do so, you become a part of the deafness hearing community and help me and everyone else who's a part of this channel accomplish our mission to increase awareness for the deaf and hard of hearing. I hope you stick around to the end of this video because if you do, I'm going to share my favorite sport. I wanted to talk about this topic because I was cleaning recently and came across some real gems. What do I mean about this? I mean like precious photo gems. Let me show you. This is the first one. That is me. As you can see, you can barely tell that my little hearing aids are in. This is spring soccer. It was freezing cold, as you can see. Every sport I played kind of brought a new hearing loss challenge about. For example, I played soccer. It was difficult to play soccer in the spring because it would rain a lot. And when it would rain hard, it was hard for me to want to play freely when I knew that my hearing aids could get damaged. Solutions to that included wearing hats, staying under the umbrella, and making sure that I took care of my hearing aids and put them in a dry aid kit at the end of the day. I also played basketball. Here's another treasure I found. That is me. I would say that basketball was definitely the sport that made me most anxious with regards to my hearing loss. With basketball, I experienced a lot of anxiety in terms of hearing the whistle. What I mean by this is in a single basketball gym, I would be worried that I wouldn't hear the whistle, that I would just keep playing and people would start laughing at me because I was playing beyond the whistle. I also had difficulties because there were tournaments that we would play in where 5 courts would be next to each other, and I wouldn't be able to tell if the whistles that were being blown at my game or at the game 3 games down. This kind of generated a sense of anxiety because I didn't know when the whistle was being blown and I was like not sure if I heard a whistle. And so I was a very reserved basketball player. I would just pass the ball and play. I also had difficulties hearing the plays that they would run. So the point guard would come up and say the play and I would not hear what play, let alone remember what play we were running. And I would go in the wrong way and I would confuse everyone and then my coach would get mad and oh, it was messy. It was so messy. We had to start using like 1, 2, 3 or like hand signs and that was really helpful. But I definitely just like as a whole, basketball was not really my jam. So I guess why I'm saying this is if you dislike a sport, take a step back, ask yourself, is it my hearing loss that could be causing this? Make adjustments as needed, like can verbal cues be given visually? Can changes be made? I would say if I were to go back, I would tell my past self, don't be afraid about the whistle. Just play past the whistle. I think that would have helped me be more like excited about playing basketball. Basketball just turned out to not be my thing. In addition to basketball, I also tried volleyball. I thought volleyball would be good because like really the whistles don't happen during playtime. The whistles just happen after the ball is out of bounds. And so I thought that would be a good environment for me. I tried playing and my middle school had 3 different teams, an A team, B team, and C team. And for my particular year, there were so many girls that wanted to play volleyball that there were 33 girls on the C1 team and 33 girls on the C2 team. So we would literally go to practice every day for a couple of hours and then we would go play at our tournaments and everyone got in for like 1 round and that was it. And I just decided I want to play. I want to be a part of it. So this is when running came into my life. I had a really good friend and he said, Emily, come run. It'll be so good. You'll love it. It will be great. I really did not want to run. I was like, running? Are you kidding me? Like, what is the point of that? Like, soccer is way more fun. And at that point, I was old enough that I couldn't go play soccer because I wasn't in the, not the rec leagues, but the elite leagues. And it was just kind of like, soccer wasn't going to work out. And I wish I would have stuck with that. But long story short, I just totally fell in love with running because with running, all you need is to just hear the gun go off and you go. And the great news is, if you cannot hear the gun or don't want to worry about hearing the gun, they can put a light, like a stoplight that goes down, beep, 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 and it turns on and you know to go. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't heard of Deaf Olympics, check it out. That is how they do all of their, like, start gun shooting is by a light so that all the athletes can understand when to go. So it's just fascinating. There are just so many ways. But I just love running because I would just need to hear the gun go off, and then it was the first person across the finish line wins. And running alone, you're just with a group of people that are all happy to be there. We're all kind of like a little crazy because we're all there to run, but it's just a fun, hardworking, awesome, high caliber group of people, at least in my high school. And I still run. I still love running. I have my running shoes, and they're like probably my most prized possessions right after my hearing aids. I just love being able to run and feeling healthy and like I take care of my body. So thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. That is the answer to what is my favorite sport: running. I love to run. I love to just take off, let my brain just think about whatever it wants to think about, or just not think about anything at all. Sometimes I run without my hearing aids. Sometimes I run with them in. If it's raining really hard, I try to wear a hat or cover them or just don't take them. But I just have to say, I think that running is such a fun, enjoyable sport. My Bluetooth hearing aids have made it easier to run with music. I don't like running with my phone, but it is just really enjoyable. Just remember that when you're running, if you have a hearing loss, safety first. I highly recommend running with your hearing aids in so that you can hear cars and anything that may be going on around you. Sometimes bikers will yell and you gotta know to get off to the side before they come down. So yes, practice safety. Safety first. But running is definitely my favorite sport. What is your favorite sport? What sport do you enjoy and why? I would love to hear in the comments below. If you have any questions for me, please ask. Please share them in the comments. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more wonderful content for you. And please remember that though my hearing loss may have impacted the fact that I like basketball, I want to say, like, don't let that hold you back. Play your sports. Figure out what you like. Try everything. That's the best thing my parents did for me, is they encouraged me to try so many different things and everything that I wanted to try. And I'm just so grateful for that. I know that they helped me find my love for running because of their support to find soccer, find basketball, find volleyball, and realize that, wow, running's where my heart is. So there you have it. I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great day.